victory for Philadelphia. Clark, Leach, Lonsbury, Daly, Jim Watson, Rattel, Cashman, or make that Bobby Schmaltz and Dave Forbes. Cashman not on. Mike Milbury. Here we are in overtime. Skips into the Boston Bruins zone. Milbury backhands it for Doak. Rattel gets it out, knocked down, delayed offside, but away comes Milbury onto Forbes' stick, throws it into the Philadelphia zone. Stevenson right onto the stick of Big Bob Daly. Tries to go hot on the board, kicking it out. Oh, what a save! Oh, what a super save! Philadelphia almost coughed it up. To Lonsbury. Spun around. The Bruins keep it in the zone. Knocked down by Lonsbury. Tries to take some of the heat off to Jimmy Watson. Backhands around the board for Leach. Leach and Milbury right there. Leach flailing away. Forbes off the board. Knocked down by Daly. Tries to spin it around and out. But sent away. Leach 2-1. Lonsbury on the left wing. Leach tees it up. Shot. Great save by goaltender Cheevers. Clock controlled. Daly breaking. Oh, out for his stick. Here come the Bruins back. But so is Ross Lonsbury, back checking for Philadelphia. Jumps over the stick of Gary Doak. Milbury gets there first. Oh, your heart's in your throat all the way here. Knocked down by the big guy, Daly. Tries to get a piece of it. Milbury right there. So is Daly. Throws it into the zone. Lonsbury. I think advancing the puck will be the call, and that's exactly what it is from Wally Harris.
That puck came off Bob Daly's arm and not his hand. I don't know if that makes any difference. Of course it doesn't, because Wally Harris blew it down anyway, saying advancing the puck with the glove.
Ooh. Flyers almost coughed it up, and then the rifle with Lonsbury all alone. Reggie decided to take the shot.
If I had his shot, I'd take it too.
Okay, it comes free to Rick Smith. Off to Brad Park. He'll start the rush for Boston. Now comes Bruce DuPont. Too far for Cashman. This will be icing when Bladen touches it.
And early in on the overtime also, where you usually don't see that many close opportunities. There's Wayne Cashman, who has played quite a series for them and has a lot of experience going into playoffs. 84 games, as you said earlier, Hugh. Done an excellent job tonight.
McLeish takes the draw, gets a piece of it, tries to throw it down. There is Dornhofer getting a piece of it off to Rick McLeish. Comes back to Bladen at the point. He'll just throw it back into the corner. McLeish for Dornhofer with Barber out in front. Barber controls for Philadelphia. Throws it back to Gary Dornhofer. Kicks it free. Cashman is there. He'll beat McLeish to it, and it goes too hot for Shepard, but it comes to Marcotte. Marcotte at the red line. 50-footer goes into the seats in the second level.
DuPont got a piece of it, but when Marcotte wound up to take the shot, Wayne Cashman is too quick on the right side on the blue line, and offside was the call. I don't know about you, Ace, but my heart's just going a mile a minute.
Oh. It's Cardiac City, and the faithful are still in their seats. 11:26 our clock time here on a Tuesday evening. Every rush up the ice gets you thinking.
There's Craig Shepard, the goal leader for playoff action for Boston, 24.
Shepard, McLeish to Joe Watson, as his brother Jimmy widens out, still in the Philadelphia zone. To Bridgman, takes a good hit from Milbury and on goaltender Cheevers. Into the corner where it's Wayne Cashman. In comes Rick McLeish, spun around. McLeish gets it to Billy Barber. Loses control, tries to throw it back. Oh, and the Bruins come out. Holmgren as Cashman overskates. Jimmy Watson read that one to Marcotte. Pulls it back. Takes it over the line. Breaking. Great stick handling to Rick McLeish. Goes back to Billy Barber. Shot into the corner as Cashman got hit with a stick. In goes Rick McLeish. Throws it back along the boards. That was an accidental stick that time, and Shepard not too crazy about it. Let's see. Barber as he broke his stick to Wayne Cashman. Shot. Partially deflected into the corner. Watson stands up Cashman. Billy Barber back checking for Philadelphia. Beats McNabb to the puck to Don Selesky as Milbury overskates. Cashman loses to Barber. Barber comes out nicely for Joe Watson. Hustling for the puck. Too far. Brad Park knocks it down. Billy Barber has it to the red line. Knocked down by Joe Watson. The Bruins come off. Into the corner. Stevenson can see McNabb in the zone. Joe Watson overskates. Tries to get it out to Don Selesky. Flyers running out of legs. Out in front. It's back to the point. Shot up in the air into the corner. Rick McLeish takes off the pressure. Whoa! Bruins with the Flyers getting sore legs.
Boy, I'll tell you, this is a time when you don't get sloppy in your own end there. You have to play your positions. You have to show patience.
Joe Watson looked like he was on last legs, Bob.
Well, he got caught in a long shift there, and he couldn't come off. And you're supposed to wait until the puck gets up into the offensive zone or in a safe position so that you can get off. And that time, Boston had control of the puck, and Joey just couldn't get off. 16:55 left in this overtime period.
You can hear the Flyer fans yelling, "Let's go Flyers," as Orest Kindrachuk will take the draw with Peter McNabb. Big Terry O'Reilly will try and get in front of goaltender Wayne Stevenson. Kindrachuk would like to get it back to Moose DuPont. Gets a piece of it, comes back to Brad Park. Kindrachuk skates away, has Selesky free on the right wing. Gets to the red line. Dogged by O'Reilly, takes it in deep, moves around, holds up. Ridden off, gets it to Don Selesky. Selesky right there and falls down for Philadelphia. Brad Park with the puck on the left wing. Tries to come out. Here come the Bruins 3-on-3. McNabb takes it over the line. Poked away. Selesky gets a piece of it up in the air and it's over the line. O'Reilly and Daly start to glare at each other. Nothing developing, and Wally Harris, unless it is a flagrant foul, probably will not call a penalty against either club, Bob.
I don't think so. He hasn't really he's let everything go pretty well all game, so I don't see him changing it anymore in the overtime period. Last year, that 2-1 Flyer victory in the second game, Reggie Leach got his goal at the 13:38 mark of the overtime period.
It's that kind of game. Boy, on the edge of your seat, you could really stand up and do this broadcast. Kindrachuk gets the draw to Tom Bladen. Gets it off to Kindrachuk. Tries to headman it to Bob Kelly. Knocked down by Rick Smith. McNabb goes off to John Wensick. Bob Daly controls for Philadelphia. Kelly is free over the line. Poked away. Kindrachuk gets a piece of it. Selesky tries to hold. Over the line, offside Bob Daly. Flyers not playing conservatively at all, Bob. Looked like everybody was rushing that time.
You want to get the thing that happens when you get into the locker room after the regulation time and you're about to go out on the overtime period is that everybody says, "Come on, let's get this thing early. Let's get it done with. Let's get over." And that's exactly the way Philadelphia is going after it right now. They want to force the play in the Bruins end, try and come up with that goal quickly and get out of here.
Clark line on for Philadelphia, the Rattel line on for the Bruins. Clark gets a chunk of it, so does Rattel. Lonsbury's right there over the line. Tries to stick handle, spun around. Mike Milbury going for the puck. Milbury tries to throw it out, kept in by Lonsbury, tries to throw it into the corner. Reggie Leach kicks the count, throws it to Clark, back to the stick down. Lonsbury does, throws it into the corner. Clark and Milbury there. Clark tries to get it to Reggie Leach, and it's the back-checking John Rattel. Rattel tries to move around Leach, drops it off for Milbury. Milbury flying down the line, drops it off for Schwartz, throws a shot, whistles wide. Lonsbury gets a piece of it, loses it to Marcotte, tries to backhand it to Bob Clark, kept in by the Boston Bruins. That is Jimmy Watson going for the puck for Philadelphia. He fans on it. Clark comes in, and Wally Harris says, "Let's have a face-off."
That's a good play by Jimmy Watson. Philadelphia having trouble getting that puck out, freezing that puck up against the boards. This is what happened in the second period when a lot of the Boston goals were the result. They were trying to move that puck at all times, and when they were in trouble, they just kept it down. They tried to keep it going rather than freezing it, forcing the face-off and cooling the Bruins down.
Bob Clark and John Rattel to take the draw. Comes back to the point. Brad Smith throws it through a screen, knocked down by Bladen. Here is Reggie Leach throwing it out nicely. Spun around. Rick Smith right back into the Philadelphia zone, where Stevenson drops it off for Moose DuPont around the boards to Lonsbury. Tries to get it out, controls, almost fans on it. Tries to Bobby Clark. Rattel is over the line, offside, and Philadelphia will back nicely to Moose DuPont. Looks at Bob Daly, will stick handle for Philadelphia. Off his skate, gets it out, kept in. The Bruins have 3-on-2. Good play by Bob Clark. Here come the Flyers, 3-on-2. Lonsbury in the left wing. Clark over the line to Lonsbury. Takes it in deep. Chris shot. Knocked down by Lonsbury. Turn around in front. And that pass is for fourth, but Bob Daly read it beautifully. Gets a screen, lofts it off to himself, tries to move around Brad Clark, and does. Leach is over the line.
Offside on the right side.
Reggie Leach.
A little bit too quick was Reggie getting in on there, but
Goes with its regular line, Rick McLeish, Gary Dornhofer, and Billy Barber. Shepard, Marcotte, and Cashman. A lot of experience on for both clubs. Barber tries to get it over the line, knocked down by Gary Doak, widens out, drops it off for Milbury. He almost overskates. Barber checking on him, spun around. Bladen gets a piece of it, goes into the Bruins player bench.
both teams picking up those wings very, very diligently in the center ice, so making sure their check doesn't get away, doesn't get the good shot on goal that results in the winning one.
Shepard and McLeish to take the draw, neutral ice. Dropped. Dornhofer tries to get a piece of it. Marcotte in turn off to Tom Bladen. Goes wing to Joe Watson. He'll start the rush. Gets to the red line. Into the Bruins zone. High stick down by Mike Milbury. Tries to backhand it out. Over the stick of Wayne Cashman. The length of the ice. This will be ice and a break for Philadelphia here. Touched up by Tommy Bladen.
There's the shot. Stevenson did get his stick on it. The fat part of the blade, or the paddle, makes the excellent save, and then Cheevers comes up with a fine sliding save on Paul Holmgren, who was being checked very well from behind, not allowing him to get a good wood on the stick. Good wood on the stick. Good wood on the puck. Here it is right here. Cashman coming back. There's the save by Cheevers. Both goaltenders keeping their teams in this overtime.
Kindrachuk, and finally it is the Boston Bruins Stan Jonathan throwing it away onto the stick of Moose DuPont. Bridgman throws it into the Boston zone where Mike Milbury tracks it down. Kindrachuk on him. He falls down. And here comes Milbury. The Bruins coming 4-on-3. Headman's it for McNabb. Foot race is on. Stevenson comes out and makes the save. The draw. McNabb would like to get it back to Brad Park. Kindrachuk gets a piece of it. Moose DuPont. Headmans it to Mel Bridgman. Looks for Selesky breaking into the Bruin zone. Takes a bounce into the corner where Selesky is screened off. Jonathan gets it. Throws it hard off the glass. Bladen can't get to it. McNabb throws it deep into the Philadelphia zone where it's Moose DuPont. Back at the red line. Goes hard off the boards to Mel Bridgman. Back into Stan Jonathan. Comes back to the right point. Teeing it up. Oh! Partially deflected by the skate of Tommy Bladen. Knocked down by Bladen. Jonathan hustling, but Selesky will get it out. And throws it the length of the ice to take the pressure off, icing the call here.
That one was a very fortunate play there. Wayne Stevenson didn't see that drive from the right point.
Clark and Rutzell. Clark gets a piece of it. Here comes Smith. Taking a shot. Went wide. Right onto the stick of Ross Lonsbury. The Flyers coming 3-on-2. Lonsbury throws it into the Bruins zone. Off to Reggie Leach. Into the corner. Avoids a check. In comes Bob Clark. Beneath Clark. Dug out Lonsbury hustling for the puck, but Bobby Schwartz should get there first. Back checking nicely, and here come the Bruins 2-on-1. Bob Daly will have to take Forbes wide. Hold. Knocked down, went into the corner. Here comes Joe Watson. The Flyers 3-on-2 to Reggie Leach. Tees it up and falls down. Throws it into the corner. Where it's Brad Clark. Takes a hit from Clark. In comes Leach. Back to Clark. Jumps over his stick. Cheevers around to Schwartz. Right there is Ross Lonsbury. Into Reggie Leach. Shot. Partially deflected to Clark. Shot. Hit the post. Clark taken down. Connor now letting everything go. Leach goes into the corner. Good pressure by Philadelphia. To Lonsbury. Shot. Partially deflected. Billy has to hustle back and gets there first.
You said it right, Hugh, and Wally Harris won't call anything.
McLeish with Barber and Dornhofer breaking. Over the line. Takes it wide on Clark. Shot. Deflection. Dornhofer. Gets it up. Cashman does. Takes it wide. Glove save, and Stevenson hangs on. Oh, Lord. Up and down the ice.
Man alive, I'll tell you how much excitement can be crammed.
Mike Milbury at the left point. There is Marcotte, Bladen all over him. McLeish goes off the boards. Cashman and Jimmy Watson. Cashman ridden off nicely by Watson. Here comes Barber. 3-on-2. To McLeish with Dornhofer on the right wing. Over the line. Can he tee it up? Shot. Kick save by goaltender Jerry Cheevers. That is Don Marcotte hustling back the other way. Here come the Bruins. Headmans at the Cashman. Too far for him. Jimmy Watson off the dasher boards. Knocked down by Gary Doak. Spins around. Looks for Greg Shepard. Left winger is free. Shepard shot. Fakes the shot. There is McLeish. He's on top of the puck. Can he dig it out? Left goal by Wally Harris into the corner, where Bladen will get there first from Philadelphia. Shepard on him. Headmans at the Barber. Out of the zone. McLeish in a foot race with Milbury, but he heads to the bench. The Flyers make a line change. A lot of folks free on the right wing, but Bladen quickly recovers. Here comes Milbury over the line with Cashman trailing. Too far. Kinderchuck at the basement. Breakaway!
Oh, what a play by Brad Park and Don Marcotte.
Knocked down by Big Bob Daly to Cashman. There is Selesky intercepting nicely for Philadelphia. Backhands it to Oris Kinderchuck. Oh, what a game. Red line. Throws it into the corner. Caroms onto the stick of Don Marcotte. Too far for the breaking Peter McNabb. Icing will be the call when it's touched by Moose DuPont.
Oh, believe me, I thought there was a breakaway by Bill Bridgman, but Brad Park got back and showed the speed. Can't cover up and keep Selesky away from it, but what an opportunity by Philadelphia.
Bob Kelly can't find a handle, and away comes Terry O'Reilly down the right wing as Moose DuPont the lead with McNabb at center ice into the corner, takes a carom. Bob Daly is there along with Don Selesky. Tries to pull it away from Jonathan. In comes Bob Kelly. Selesky headmans it, and it's knocked down by Rick Smith. Intercepted by Selesky to Kinderchuck, and he is spun around by O'Reilly. It comes back to Brad Park. Looks off to left winger Stan Jonathan. In comes Don Selesky. Kelly tries to get there to get a piece of it. Big pile up. In comes Bob Daly. Knocked down by Selesky. Everybody on side. He puts it right back into the Bruins zone. Brad Park pulls up behind Jerry Cheevers. Kelly on him. Headmans it to Peter McNabb with O'Reilly breaking on the right wing. Knocked down by Reggie Leach. Recovers. Down the left wing. Reggie Leach. 40-footer. Oh, hit the post! Hit the goalpost! O'Reilly to McNabb. Back. His shot. Great save by Stevenson, and he hangs on.
Holy cow, Reggie Leach uncorked a blistering drive that completely fooled Jerry Cheevers, and it rattled off the goalpost. Here it is right here. Right inside the blue line. All the power that he has. There it is, right off the post. Cheevers didn't even move until it was by him.
9:10 left in this overtime period. Boy, what a great game. Probably the greatest game I've ever been privileged to broadcast.
Oh, boy, I'm telling you.
Got a second back. Bob Park wins the draw, gets it to Joe Watson, throws it off the boards as it is Milbury and Reggie Leach going for it. Leach gets a piece of it, tries to get it out. Forbes keeps it in, goes back into the corner where Joe Watson will beat and does Bobby Schmutz to the puck. Watson off the boards for Reggie Leach.
Oh, what a save! I'm telling you, both goaltenders have been unbelievable tonight. 4 goals by each, been allowed by each of them, but believe me, you are seeing goaltending at its best tonight. I don't think there's anybody around the league today can play as well as Stevenson has for Flyers and as well as Cheevers has for Boston. You know, my coat caught in the seats. I couldn't move.
Don't panic, Bob, whatever you do. As long as the players aren't. Hugh Gannon and Bob Taylor at the sold-out Spectrum in Philadelphia. Game on goaltender Wayne Stevenson. If I sound a little shaky, I am. Off to Moose DuPont. Still in the Bruins zone. Gets it off to Reggie Leach. Backhands it off the skate of John Rattel to Rick Smith. Right back into the Philadelphia zone. Starting to take some weird caroms here to Lansbury. Knocks it down. Right onto the stick of Reggie Leach. Maybe this time. 70-footer. Partially deflected. And Cheevers throws it out the center ice. Knocked down by Bladen. Stick handles around Schwartz. Reggie Leach tries to move around Rick Smith and dives. Throws it in on goaltender Cheevers, and he hangs on. Into the corner where Rick McLeish and Mike Milbury go for the puck. McLeish tries to get it away from Milbury. Milbury and McLeish. In comes Billy Barber, knocks it off for Rick McLeish. Tries to throw it out in the corner. In comes defenseman Jimmy Watson. Pumps it back off the boards. Milbury takes no chances. Quickly around the board. Forbes still breaking Cashman. Drops it off for Shepard. Left winger is free over the line with 4 Flyers back. The forward shot. Skip to the plate.
Oh, he hit the goalpost. I thought that was in.
So did I. Right back into the corner where the count, Bob Daly, Bill Barber, Rick McLeish, and we have a face-off. I can't believe that. I thought it was a goal.
What a shot by Dave Forbes, and that just hit the post and came straight out.
Shepard in the draw. McLeish gets a piece of it off the Moose DuPont, right up in front of goaltender Wayne Stevens. Boy, you gotta keep putting out 150%. We go through 4,000 cliches and bromides here. McNabb and Kinderchuk to take the draw. To the left of goaltender Jerry Cheevers into the corner, where it's Rick Smith off the board. Selesky gets a piece of it. Tommy Blake throws it back hard off the boards. Bridgman hustling for it along with Horace Kinderchuk. Bridgman has it for Philadelphia. Throws it back to Horace Kinderchuk. Avoids a check by Brad Park. Still controls, still stick handles. Look for Selesky. Shot! Hit from the Bruins, 3-on-3. O'Reilly with McNabb trailing. Over the line. Drops it back for McNabb. Shot! Knocked down by Moose DuPont. Away comes Mel Bridgman. Headmans it for Kinderchuk. Tries to move around Park and does! Holds! In on goaltender Cheevers. Hustling forward is Don Selesky. Along with Stan Jonathan. In comes Mel Bridgman. Gets a piece of it. Bladen can't keep it in the Boston Bruins zone. Flyers look a bit winded. Maybe need a line change. Into the corner. Out comes Bobby Clark. Hustling forward is Don Selesky. Will try and go back to Clark. He has a piece of the puck. Throws it out for Lansbury. Shot! Right center. Again. Finds up. Tries to hit Clark in front. Oh, it's a free. Save it! O'Reilly fans. Still stick handles in the Boston zone. Loses it. There's Clark for Philadelphia. Back to Lansbury. O'Reilly would be happy with a face-off. And finally, Hull says yes. Lord Almighty.
Talk about close plays here. Jerry Cheevers was caught out of the net there, and the puck to Ross Lansbury came. He came to Bobby Clark. Tried to wait to see get somebody in position, but the defenseman had covered up close to the net, not allowing that pass to come, and it did find a little bit of a hole, and it slid right through the goal mouth. Here it is, Lansbury getting the good chance, makes the shot, save by Cheevers. There he is, way out there. Lansbury still gets it, can't get the puck out to Clark, comes through the defense, hits
Rick Smith,
that's the man. Hit his leg and just rolled just dangerously by the
Lansbury.
crease.
Shot goes into the corner. The count, Bob Daly has to let Marcotte get the puck. Reggie Leach throws it right back into the corner. Mike Milbury and Leach backhands it around the board. Goes to Bob Schwartz, the John Rattel, knocked down nicely by Moose DuPont. Everybody on side, right back into the Boston Bruins zone. Cheevers leaves a note for Milbury. Almost over skates.
The goal had come up off the hinges, and it went under the net.
I thought he knocked it in. Lord Almighty.
When he made that quick pivot around the goal, he pulled on the net. The net came right up off the hinges. Puck came around, he slid it in and went in through the back of the net. And a goal judge, no matter how that puck goes in, he has to put the light on it, which he did. And right there, Wally Harris had excellent position on it to see it.
Leach lifted it off himself.
There you see it right there. Actually, it was Milbury who had knocked the puck in there, trying to clear it behind Leach.
Yeah, that's what I saw that, but now that we saw that Leach knocked it off, we can't attribute that to the Boston Bruins. Here it comes again. Watch
there
Leach's right hand pull it up off its moorings.
As he comes around right here, trying to make the sharp turn, bang, up it comes across over the moorings. Milbury trying to clear it back, knocks it in. And what we had thought was the end of the game just turned out to be another flutter on the old heart. This old ticker can't take too much.
11:52 clock time here at the Spectrum in Philadelphia. Golly, we do hope you're enjoying tonight's game as the Clark line on again. 17,077 yelling, "Let's go Flyers." John Rattel and Bob Clark to take the draw on neutral ice. Dropped underneath Rattel. Leach can't get a piece of it and does. Milbury hustles, so is Reggie Leach. Milbury pulls up from Leach, goes off the boards to Don Marcotte. Here come the Bruins. The right winger was free, but Tommy Blade knocks it down. Backhands it into neutral ice, where it is Gary Doak throwing it into the Philadelphia zone. Stevenson lets it go for Ross Lansbury, 3 Bruins in deep. Drops it off beautifully for Jimmy Watson. Bruins have 5 forwards, or make that 5 skaters in the zone. Lansbury tries to headman it to Leach. 2-line pass is the call. Face-off back in neutral ice.
I think it was an offside call at the blue line. Reggie got in a little bit too quick on that puck, Huey. And when that happens, no matter where it originates, it comes back to where the pass originated. There's the man there. He's just tramping up there on this overtime period.
He's really flying, Bob.
Man, I'm telling you, I just took a look at that shot total, as you see right there. Flyers have a whopping 42 shots on Jerry Cheevers compared to 24 by Boston on Wayne Stevenson. Man alive, I'll tell you. What a hockey game we're seeing here tonight.
Flyers 9 in the overtime period. The Boston Bruins 6. Big Bob Daly. Fairland has it. went wide on a near giveaway. Barber to Rick McLeish, still in the Boston Bruins zone. Daly stick handles to Gary Dornhofer. Headman's it to Billy Barber. McLeish is free on the left wing, over the line, takes Brad Clark wide, throws it down the slot, back checking nicely defenseman Rick Smith. Onto the over Moose DuPont's stick. Wayne Cashman hustling back for Boston, right to Rick McLeish. Can he spot Dornhofer? No, he can't. Almost a giveaway. Right back into the Philadelphia zone where Cashman throws it into the corner. McLeish there. Pulls up from Shepard. Tries to get it to Barber and does. Shot partially deflected. Backhander coming up here. Rolling puck. Diving Moose DuPont. There is Rick McLeish and Bill Barber. Barber to Dornhofer. Finally to get it out. Delayed offside. Fortunately for Philadelphia. McLeish loses control.
No, they got a change for a part of a change.
Great save, and he took the rising shot. Oh, on a line change, Rick Smith could have ended it all.
That's what happens when you lay those soft passes out. You give too much chance for error there and too much opportunity for the opposition to intercept. When you make those passes, you have to make them crisp and hard, not those little dipsy-doodle fancy Dan type that just lay over there. Here's Rick Smith. Breaking right in on Stevenson, well out to cut the angle down, and of course he covers up and makes the save.
All right, I think we have to break out the beads in South Philly. I used that line last year. I think now with 4:33 to go in the faceoff in the Philadelphia zone, as Zoris Kindrachuk takes it with McNabb. Off the boards for Joe Watson. Avoids a check by McNabb. Gets it to Zoris Kindrachuk. He lofts it out nicely to neutral ice where it's knocked down by Mike Milbury. Milbury throws it into the Philadelphia zone. Kicked out by Kindrachuk. The late offside coming up here. Kindrachuk controls. Mel Bridgman drops it to Kindrachuk. 2-on-2. Rolling puck over the line. Fakes the shot. Looks back for Tommy Clayton. Everybody in tight. Drops it to Lansbury. Back him. Chambers can't find the handle. Poking away, and it is pulled dead by Wally Harris.
Believe me, up. Now Bridgman and O'Reilly are going at it. Believe me, I tell you, the fans are so excited here, and everybody's so excited that even the closest play, I don't know how remote it is, will bring a heart-curdling thrill or chill to whatever you want to say to everybody. That puck just comes near the net. Everybody's going to yell and scream. Here it is here. Kindrachuk holding on, making a play right here, making that defenseman come to him, sliding it in the crease to Mel Bridgman, who tried to redirect it from a wide angle to Don Selesky, and they just couldn't grab it. Cheevers covering up on the play.
Zoris Kindrachuk to take the draw with Peter McNabb for the Boston Bruins. 4:08 in this 20-minute segment of heart-pumping overtime. Without a doubt, one of the more exciting games we've ever done.
One of the longest.
Right. Marathon coming up on a 4-hour broadcast.
This game's so long, you'd think you'd have one of those big chandeliers turning around in the middle of the ice like they used to have in the old dance halls.
You see it right there, Bobby. Longest overtime game ever played at the Spectrum. Brad Clark, I think, has been waved out of this action in front of Jerry Cheevers. Zoris Kindrachuk will take the draw, and back comes Gary Doak.
A lot of times coaches will do this just to gain a little more rest for his defenseman out there, or even for the forwards when it gets this late in the game, and they don't really mind that referee waving them back off the ice or making them keep the same changes, because it does kill time, gives them a little extra breather.
Kindrachuk tries to get a piece of it, fans on it beneath him, and finally it's McNabb getting a piece of him, whereas Mel Bridgman. Here is Don Marcotte, throws it into the Philadelphia zone. Jimmy Watson spins off O'Reilly. The back-checking Zoris Kindrachuk gets the puck for Philadelphia. Tries to get it to Mel Bridgman, still in the zone. Taking it up is Marcotte, knocked down in front. Stevenson got a piece of it, so does Terry O'Reilly. In comes Jimmy Watson. Out in front, kicked away, and it comes free to neutral ice. Great break for Philadelphia there. The Bruins really applying the pressure. Right back to Tom Blade, knocks it down, tries to stick handle, gives away to Marcotte, shot, partially deflected. Here comes O'Reilly. Flyers knock it down, and Kindrachuk can't free it. Maybe Tommy Blade can. Bouncing puck into the corner. Selesky has it for Philadelphia. Headman's it too far for Zoris Kindrachuk. And that takes the pressure off, Bob.
I'll tell you, what's happening here is the Flyers wingers are not going back and picking up that puck in the corner. When the defensemen are standing up and they're checking their men, the puck is shot in by Boston, and then the wingers just stand there. They have to go back and pick up that puck because it's pretty tough for a defenseman to turn and go back and beat the on-rushing forward in at the puck.
Well, there's some of the great movies later this fall on Prism. All the President's Men, Rocky, and funny flick, Silver Streak. Okay, enough of the humor here with the promotional information. John Rattel to take the draw with Bob Clark. And every one of them most important, and it comes back to Rick Smith, tries to tee it up through a screen. Stevenson hangs on through a screen.
What a stellar game. And I don't know, you can't say enough. I've run out of adjectives to describe the play of Wayne Stevenson and Jerry Cheever so far in this game. They've just been great. Simple word. Sometimes it's overused, but tonight these two guys have been.
John Rattel and Bob Clark again. Clark gets a piece of it, lofts it into the corner for the big guy, Bob Daly. Tries to come back to Clark. Circles away from Rattel. Stick handles out the neutral ice, knocked down, and offside was John Rattel.
It's funny how all the private battles have been more waged out there tonight. Of course, Bobby Clark on the ice every time John Rattel is there, and those two are going at it hot and heavy. And Reggie Leach, number 17, Stan Jonathan.
Clark comes back to Moose DuPont. Nicely off to Bob Daly. Almost slips. Tries it at breaking Ross Lonsbury. He's onside. Takes it into the corner. Pass back Clark. Looks for a Leach in the slot. Would be happy with a face-off there. Comes free, and it's the back-checking Bob Schwartz. Schwartz with the puck for Boston. Tries to move around Leach. Hit over the head by Clark. Over the line. Poked away nicely by Moose DuPont. Throws it out in front. Whistles wide. Comes back to Rick Smith. Goes wing to wing. Fading on it was All-Star defenseman Brad Clark. Lonsbury tries to kick it free. In comes Moose DuPont, and he takes Rattel into the boards. Oh, of all people, a fan on it, Bob.
Oh, I'll say it's a break there, but that puck has been bouncing an awful lot. Possibly because the game has gone so far and has gone so long in time that the pucks are frozen before the game to try to eliminate that bouncing, that maybe they're starting to thaw a little bit.
Wait. As a program note, despite the fact that we are into Wednesday morning, Harness Racing from Libertyville follows tonight's game. McLeish gets a piece of it. Joe Watson beats Cashman to it, and it's McLeish behind goaltender Wayne Stevenson. Bruins have 3 forwards in this zone. Barber tries to backhand it. Slap up in the air, knocked down, and it comes free to Jimmy Watson. Watson with Forbes on him, would not like to cough it up. Out in front. Billy Barber getting a piece of it was Joe Watson from Wayne Cashman. Knocked down, backhanded by Watson, thrown into the corner by Shepard to Jimmy Watson. Good pressure by the Bruins here. Philadelphia's Gary Dornhofer in the right wing. Looks for Barber at the left wing, skates it out. Fans on the puck. In turn, knocked down. Overstanding. Nobody doing much here. In comes Jimmy Watson to get a piece of it. Jimmy Watson playing without his helmet. He lost his helmet on the ice. Forbes winds it up around the board. Cashman fans on it. This is icing when it's touched up by Moose DuPont. And he just lets the clock run down. 1:45 in overtime here at the Spectrum. A grinder.
Boy, I'll tell you, this is... You think that hockey is tough for 60 minutes. Try playing it for 80 minutes.
And an N plus. But I tell you what, who I would like to see fire this puck now. The big guy, number 2.
I'd like to see it too, and I'd like to see him be on target.
Right. 4-4. Spectrum in Philadelphia.
The longest game in history is, for overtime, is 116 minutes and 30 seconds of overtime play.
Hopefully we'll be nowhere near that. We won't be able to handle it. Horace Kindrachuk and Peter McNabb. As McNabb was looking away, was dropped prematurely. Whew. You can just see Daly bent over right at the blue line. Moose DuPont trying to find that second win. Mel Bergman, Horace Kindrachuk, and Don Selesky. Likewise for the Bruins. Marcotte, McNabb, Terry O'Reilly. Bridgman backhander, loose in front, and it goes to Marcotte. Tries to throw it to the right winger, Terry O'Reilly. Or make that McNabb, backhands it, Moose DuPont knocks it down. Bridgman tries to get it into the zone. It's free, picked off by Brad Clark. Clark headmans the puck into the Philadelphia zone. Hustling quickly as Terry O'Reilly and Moose DuPont. Skirmish right there, and it's Mel Bridgman. Trying to go to right winger, Don Selesky. Jumps over Rick Smith's stick. Foot race is on. Selesky tries to get it down. The big guy, Bob Daly, closes, pulls up short, tries to throw it back into the slot. Knocked down, nobody at the right point. Daly has to hustle back for Philadelphia. Backhands it for Jimmy Watson, just a bit too far for him. He throws it to center ice. Down goes Horace Kidwichuk. Last minute overtime. Off to Bob Daly. Headmans it to Don Selesky. Come on, Bert, make this one. Hate to act like a homer here. Backhand in front, knocked down by the back-checking defenseman Brad Clark. Off the right wing, Daly gloves it, tries to throw it in the slot. Bridgman overskates. McNabb headmans the puck, and it's diving Jimmy Watson. Off to Bob Daly. No mistakes here. Off nicely to the left wing where Brad Clark has it. 35 seconds. On the Rattel stick. Daly reads the play beautifully. Into the Boston zone. Trapped there, Mel Bridgman.
Bridgman trying vainly to make a line change there. And of course, with one of the doors of the Flyers player bench is the one that opens up inside the Boston zone. There's Rick Smith, the man that originally started his National Hockey League career with Boston. Then got traded to California, jumped to the World Hockey, came back to the National Hockey League this year to St. Louis, and then again got traded back to his original team, Boston, this year by the Blues for the man Joe Zanuzzi.
Clark and Rattel gets a piece of it. Milbury goes back to Gary Doak, jumps over his stick, leaves it right on the blue line. Clark has to wait till Lansbury is free. Clark digging away, flailing away, digs it out. Tries to hit a breaking Lansbury. Clark gets it into the zone. Leach and Milbury. Milbury backhands it. Everybody's bunched up right on the blue line. Wally Harris right there. And finally blows the whistle with 14 seconds to go. Maybe one shot by either club.
14 seconds to go. First overtime period's over.
Oh, Grinder Rooney as out comes Brad Clark and Rick Smith for the Boston Bruins, replacing Milbury and Gary Doak. Philadelphia going with Jimmy Watson, Tom Blayden, Reggie Leach, Ross Lansbury, Bob Clark, Rattel, Stan Jonathan playing on the left wing with this line, and I can't pick up the right winger, Bobby, but I assume that it is
Bobby Schmatz.
Bobby Schmatz. Okay, Clark and Rattel. Clark knocks it down, tries to get his stick down. Rattel kicks it free. Overskating is the Boston Bruins. Stan Jonathan. Clark gets a piece of it. 6, 5, 4. Blaine will have to throw an 80-footer. 3, 2, 1. We're going into double overtime.
Double overtime.